Hey everyone, it's time for Blackton. Watch these videos to understand more about the Centaura lore, and without further ado, this is the lore of Blackton. Southern Corvus was the main coal and iron producing, as well as agricultural sector of the Corvus Confederation. Prior to 1886, Corvus had begun industrializing with the use of its coal-rich south. With the abundance of coal from South Corvus, it seemed as if everything could run on electricity for a very long time. The Corvuns became one of the first countries on Forma to build a nationwide power grid. At the same time, however, Cetus, their neighbor to the south, had begun their maritime ambitions and required materials to build their ships. South Corvus held a great amount of iron and coal, and the Cetans saw that the Corvuns underutilized the iron supply. Since trading proved too costly for the Cetans, they decided to invade and annex South Corvus in 1886. The loss of South Corvus to the Cetans had an immediate and devastating impact on Corvus. With half of the nation's coal reserves gone, power plants ran out of fuel, and urban centers reliant on coal electricity faced blackouts, leading to a total power grid failure within a month. Cities plunged into darkness, leaving the Corvun government unable to communicate effectively. The outage persisted for decades, paralyzing daily life. Trains halted, food prices soared, and within a year, only bread and raw vegetables remained available. Businesses and restaurants shuttered, and desperation fueled crime, with food becoming more valuable than money. As law enforcement struggled, the Corvun army was deployed to maintain order, but even soldiers faced worsening poverty and societal collapse. In 1907, enough intelligence was gathered to determine that the Cetan army was critically undermanned. Corvun army generals decided the best course of action was to take back South Corvus. A year later, they crossed the border, and with the majority of soldiers fueled by revenge against the Cetans. Located within South Corvus, a Cetan mining town called Blackton soon became a target for the Corvuns.
Caro pro Corvo! Fire!
Corvus launched preemptive mortar strikes on the town before suddenly invading with their army. The Cetans were slightly caught off guard by the Corvin invasion, and civilians were thus not evacuated, but most managed to flee the town in time. Before the invasion, the Corvin army had expanded by 4 times by mass conscription for the war, and the Cetan army could not compete. Therefore, the town quickly fell into Corvin hands. However, as the initial offensive from Corvus was successful, eventually Cetus managed to hold the line, devolving the war into trench warfare. This is thus where the lore for the Battle of Blackton ends, and this is where I am also forced to do my call to action. So if you could, please join my Discord server for sneak peeks for more videos like this, and also get a chance to get your name on this board right behind me if you're active enough. Also please subscribe, since it's free and there's really no reason why not to. Join my Roblox group, like look at this analytic, and that's all I have to say. So bye.